What's going on, guys? Today I'd like to bring you a Piranha Plant first impressions / analysis and breakdown video. Let's get started with movement. He's got a decent short hop, fast fall game. He's got an above average fast fall actually, but horrible aerial drift. So that kind of sucks. Good jump height as well. And this in tandem with his amazing up B gives him a very good recovery. Like I said, the airspeed isn't the best, but he's got good jump height, so he can go off stage pretty freely. He's also a heavy, which means he can take a lot of hits before actually dying, so killing this character could take a lot of work. Alright, so let's get into grounded moves. I'm going to start off with jab first. He's got a 2-frame jab, which is very surprising, because most characters in the game, their fastest is like 3 or 4. So that's welcome for a character like this, not bad. He's got a gentleman and a rapid jab that they seem to fall out of fairly easily. Like, look at that, that didn't even combo. Rapid jab kind of sucks, but as with every character with a rapid jab and a gentleman, the rapid jab does more percent and doesn't send as far, and the gentleman does less percent but has a little more knockback, so you have to use them situationally. In this case, his gentleman actually sends at a very good angle relatively early, so you could do something like this at like 15, and then boom, you're at 55. Very good. Another thing to know is that every character with a rapid jab, the rapid jab is insanely punishable. Like when I was testing, I was able to punish with drop shield forward smash with Wolf, which is like a 30-frame sequence. It's really bad. And not every gentleman is like this, but you can actually parry the last hit of the gentleman on block and then punish harder than you normally would, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. Alright, let's talk about up tilt. Honestly, I don't think this move is that good at all. It's shield grabbable on block, and you can't even space it because you have to be right in front of them in order to even hit the move. So, pretty bad in that regard. You can combo off of it with up air. I think since it has like 1 or 2 frames of invincibility, you can see the blue on its head there, that it should only be used as an anti-air, even though he has much better anti-air options. But if you insist on using it offensively, you should use it with the pivot. Not only because if you turn it around, it comes out 1 frame faster. Since up air starts in that same direction, it's easier to combo into the up air, so let me show you. Like that. It makes it a lot easier, and you get the combo for free. But once again, I don't think this move is that good, because you're just risking getting shield grabbed for very little reward. Alright, so Piranha Plant F tilt, 2 hits, and I think this is one of the, if not the most overrated moves in his entire moveset. People are hyping up the fact that it's delayable, 2 hits, so you can like do 1 hit and then grab, or do 1 hit and then just mix it up with anything else, or just delay the second hit. So if they press anything, they'll get hit. But what people need to understand is that the second hit, if I just block the first hit and then like mash jab or shield grab, I get your option if you delay it, first of all. Or if you just do the first F tilt and then do something else that isn't the second F tilt, I just punish you outright. And if you do commit to the second F tilt, or I do get mixed up somehow, it's like 7 damage. It's 7 damage, and it doesn't kill until 160. It's the risk reward is nowhere near in Piranha Plant's favor for this move. If it was like Snake's F tilt, where it killed it like a little earlier than that, then maybe we could talk, but as it stands now, there isn't really a mix-up. It's just, don't press a button, please. That's this move. Another important reason why this move is garbage is because people are hyping up that it's delayable, but if you actually land the first hit and you delay the second hit, they can just shield and then punish you anyway. So I'll try to just demonstrate that right now. Wow, incredible. What a great move. One cool thing about it though is that it does have like one or two frames of invincibility on the lips. If you can see the blue circles around that area, but only on the first hit, so whatever. Yeah, so basically you only have to respect this move at like 170, and otherwise just don't care about it. This move's garbage. Alright, so down tilt is like a very standard, like Ike and Incineroar down tilt that just pops them up for a combo. But this one actually has two hitboxes. It has a tipper and a sour spot. So the sour spot is like really close up and it sends more away, but it has a tipper that sends straight up. So that's situationally useful. But what's ironic about it is that at high percents, if you do the tipper, it actually makes it harder for you to combo into forward air. So you kind of get punished for spacing it in that regard. It's kind of wonky, but I'll try to show you some combos with it right now. Just standard stuff, really. Not much to say about this move. Just try to use it during your dash to space and get your little small punish. It's alright. So yeah, that was just demonstrating what I said earlier about it being harder to combo after tipper down tilt at higher percents. So you kind of get punished for spacing in that regard. But just to end the down tilt section, I just want to say, if you space down tilt, you're completely safe. Unless they have some giant out of shield option. But that being said, point blank, you can get shield grabbed for it. So just be careful. So Plant's dash attack is this. It doesn't really go that far. And it's not really active for a whole lot. It doesn't really send at a good distance either, or a good angle. So it's not like you can set up a tech chase with it, like Wolf's, for example. It does cross up on shield, though. Which makes it a little weird to punish for some people and characters. But you just have to know what to do. So, for example, this move is at least minus 25. I know that might not mean a lot, because Smash isn't really about frame data, but I was able to punish with drop shield down smash with Wolf, which, if you do the math, it's 11 frames to drop your shield, and then down smash has a 14 frame startup. So that was the most I was able to get with Wolf, at least. So, and that's if he lands in the front. If he crosses up, you have to kind of lab your punish. So a lot of people could just dash grab if you're fast enough, or instant dash attack if you have a good dash attack. So just react to which way he ends up on block and punish accordingly. And it doesn't really kill, so not a very good move at all. Okay, so forward smash, it's frame 16, which is actually pretty good for a forward smash. It's like Mario's, where it's like unseeable, pretty good. It has a strong hitbox and a weak hitbox. This is the weak one, pretty bad. And the strong one kills at like 85, it's actually ridiculous. The move also has 2 invincibility frames on the head on startup. It's very good, but it's super punishable if you don't space it. Like they could just drop shield smash attack you if you do this point blank and they shield it. But if you space it, which you inherently should because you get the stronger hit anyway, you're more safe and less likely to be punished. Pretty good move, and it's also your jab lock ender. Yep, and as you can see, I still got the strong hit there, so really good move, actually. Alright, so up smash, actually a pretty mixed bag in terms of quality. As an anti-air, it's phenomenal. It has 7 invincibility frames on the head on startup. That's crazy. It's also a really good out of shield punish, so if someone misspaces something on your shield, you just hit them with that, and it scoops from both sides. so you don't really have to think about the cross-up game at all. You just kind of do it if they misspace something on your shield. But what you need to know, and I don't think anyone has said this or discovered this yet, but if you block the first hit and then release shield before the second hit comes out, the second hit will always whiff. And I tested this with even tall characters, and it still applies. So you get a bigger punish than just blocking the second hit. They're both unsafe, both hits. But if the first hit is much more punishable than the second, so I'll try to demonstrate that. There you go. So it's very important to know. I wager it would be hard to react to actually getting up the first hit of up smash on block and then doing that punish, but it's just important to know that it has that weird property. So in conclusion, only use up smash if it's for anti-air purposes, or if they really misspace something on your shield and you can punish with it, because it's your go-to out of shield punish if they misspace something. There you go. So down smash is like your bog standard double side hitting, two framing, blah blah blah, down smash. Very underwhelming. It's got a strong hit in the front, or weak hit in the front, strong hit in the back. And neither of them are safe, and they don't really kill until super late either. Pretty underwhelming move, not much to say. So Nair is a pretty decent move, I would say. It's got that Ivysaur quality. You can drag down with it, which can lead to grab. I don't know if it's guaranteed actually, but the drag down at least is good for gimping. From the matches I've played online and stuff, I've been able to drag down and gimp characters like Falcon and Ganondorf, and characters with linear recoveries like that. Yeah, so in that regard, it's pretty good. It's frame 8, so it makes it a pretty good out of shield option, but in comparison, up smash is frame 12, which isn't a huge difference, but if you just want to make sure you get a punish, or if you want to like make some space after you block a move, you can do that. It's good in that regard. So it's a safer out of shield option than up smash, which is good to know. So forward air is Piranha Plant's only real neutral tool that isn't a special move, honestly. I mean, down tilt's okay too, but anyway. You can space it. And it's safe if you space it. But point blank, you can get a minor punish. Nothing crazy. It controls some space, and you can also convert off of it at low percents. But that's literally all you can do. Pretty good to space. It's also your like normal combo ender. Nothing special. You can just go off stage, do it a little bit, because it kind of scoops upwards and it'll hit a lot of people. Pretty decent move. So back air, it's pretty similar to Charizard's back air, except it doesn't have a sour spot. It's giant kill move. It's safe if you space it, and if you land like that on shield, even if you don't space it, you'll only eat like a very small punish. So yeah, it's a really good move to space, but you have to get the timing down in order to make practical use of it. Really good kill move, not much to say. So down air is a pretty standard spike. It's actually kind of fast for a spike, but the hitbox is super tight for some reason. I don't know if it's just me, but I get it consistently when I'm like right in front of them, not when I'm like right above them. It's very strange. I don't know exactly where it is, but probably at the center. Anyways, obviously it's not safe. It's just a standard spike. Use it off stage, obviously. I think you can combo landing up air into it, so let me try to test that out. something like that. Obviously that wasn't the tightest timing, but I'm very certain you can do it. Because you can combo into the weak hit, so obviously you can combo into the strong hit, because they have the same timing. Yeah, there you go. Up air is pretty hyped up at the moment, just because of its juggle potential. Yeah, in that regard it's cool, but you're not gonna land that in a match, honestly, because you have to land into them completely. You can't even, like, kind of space it. Like, you have to commit to it if you want to go for it, and it's not really punishable on block, because you can roll after, but I still wouldn't do it, because you still put yourself in a disadvantage for some gimmicky combo. It's his only auto-cancel aerial. I don't know if I said this before, but aerial frame data is very hard to test because of the variable height in which you can hit, but it is relatively safe, I will say. But yeah, people love this move because you can do crazy stuff. Whatever. You can go for it if you want. I don't care. I would use the move sparingly, though. It's also his best sharking tool if someone is above you on a platform, or if they're trying to land and you want to be more mobile instead of going for the hard re-up smash or something like that. Yeah, it's a good move. So Piranha Plant actually has a decent grab. Pretty, well, it's a standard grab. You have a 6-frame standing grab and a 9-frame dash grab, which is, those are tied for the fastest in the game, 6-frame. So that's always welcome. But his throws, on the other hand, are not anything special. Forward throws, standard positional throw, up and away. Use it if you have to. Back throw is just a slightly stronger forward throw. Up and away, it just is a little more knockback, that's it. Use it if you have to. Up throw is a kill throw, but only at like 150 or onward, depending on the character. Not amazing, but any kill throw you have is welcome, honestly, especially if it's an up throw. Yeah, 150. With no DI, but whatever. Having an up throw as a kill throw is especially good because you don't have to worry about stage positioning. Whether you're close to the left or the right blast zone, it doesn't matter, you just up throw and they die regardless. Good to have. Now down throw is a combo throw. You can do some gimmicky stuff at low percents, like down throw, short hop, fast fall, nair, to drag down, re-grab, down throw, forward air. Some janky stuff like that, but I don't know if it's guaranteed. But for the most part, you're just going to want to do down throw, forward air. Easiest combo, most consistent combo. There's nothing wrong with that. And that works until like 100-ish. It won't kill, but it'll still work at those higher percents. So just keep that in mind. You can also do stuff like that, which is weird. But more power to you if you want to experiment more with that, but just keep it simple IMO. Last thing about down throw is that your combo is DI dependent. And by that I mean if they DI away, which they probably will, you forward air. If they do no DI, you forward air. But if they DI in, you have to do up air. Yeah, just so you know. Because from the matches I've played, if they DI in, I was just so used to doing down throw forward air, and it doesn't work if they DI in. So, you just have to adjust your punish and react to their DI. There you go. So neutral B is actually a pretty good move, if used correctly. Personally, I think it's a very good anti-air option, because the ball starts being a hitbox at like frame 8, and it can kill at a decent percent. So there you go, that's really cool. You do it by holding the button, and if you just do it there, it's at like a normal distance, but if you release it when it's at its lips, it goes a lot farther. You can also just cancel it immediately if you want to, or do it off stage, whatever. So that's just how you use it. What I like to use it for is to control airspace, prevent them from jumping if they're above me or if they're on a platform, and then throw it if I want to. Or if they're off stage, you can do this and then throw it off and try to get a kill. A situational example would be if I'm playing against an Ike player and they're charging up side B really high up and they want to do it high. I can do this to deter them from doing that, so then they hold it and then they go low, right to the ledge, and as I see them do that, I'll throw that out there and try to get them. So it's really cool to do that in that regard. You can also combo with it from up air, but that's a gimmicky string like I said before. Like that. You could do something like that, but that is 100% DI-able. All these up throw neutral B combos are, or up air neutral B combos are DI-able. It will only work with no DI, or DI down if they're awful. Don't go for that. Don't think this move is good for that reason. But the option still exists. One of the main reasons why it's so good is because if you get hit while you're doing this animation, the ball still comes down and is active. So unless they like grab you and then time their throw armor, they're kind of going to get punished for it, and you'll get away scot-free. So it's really good in that regard. Big fan of this move, a lot of utility. So side B, this move is kind of nutty, honestly. It's a cloud that moves forward as it progresses. I don't know if you saw, I'll do it again. It moves forward, which is why some people find that the damage is inconsistent. Just throwing that out there. But anyway, this move does a crazy amount of damage, and it has no hitbox, which means they can just do whatever they want out of it, which obviously means the counterplay is to just full hop away or roll away, or just hit Piranha Plant for it. You don't want to use this just outright. You'd like to use it at the ledge to force an option, perhaps, or just if you have advantage in neutral, just throw this out to try to bait an option. It's good in that regard, but I think people are overhyping the damage. Like, that's dumb, but if someone just sits there and shields during that move, they deserve it, honestly, because that's not the answer. Another utility that this move has is if you do it, it can act as a smoke screen, so you can just go in and mask your option. Once again, this is just kind of gimmicky. Oh, look, I charged my down B in the smoke screen. That's crazy. No. This move seems really gimmicky, but it does have some of its uses, so just be smart about it. Also, it's good pressure if someone is above you on a platform, because it takes up the entirety of the platform, so just keep that in mind. Speaking of gimmicky moves, this thing sucks, in my opinion. As you can see, it has like 1 or 2 frames of invincibility at the mouth, which is interesting. Makes it so you can't get counter-poked as easily. This move also has super armor, starting at like frame 17 or 18, some garbage, until it releases. That's good to know, but it's just so slow and telegraphed and linear. It's just not good. Something interesting to know is you can shorten the length manually. If you fully charge it and then rapidly press B again, this is a full charge. I pressed B again and it was like super short, so you can cancel the length manually, which is good to know. Some gimmicky thing you can do with it is if you angle it off stage, you can actually fall off the ledge like this and then go out for a punish like that. That would be interesting, but it's just not that good. I mean, it can kill, it does good damage, and it can kill relatively early if you get the full charge and a tipper or whatever, but I just wouldn't use this move. No, just don't. I just want to drive home that this move is garbage, because if you think this move is good, you probably think Ganondorf up tilt is good too. Because you have to be able to react to this move. It's so slow, and then you can just... When I'm doing this, there's nothing stopping you from just dashing back out of the range, or shielding it, or jumping away. Or if I do it in the air, he has a blind spot right below him. So you could just run under there and charge an up smash or something. This move is just so bad. Don't use it. So up B is actually a pretty okay move for what it does. It goes very high up. It's one of the best recoveries in the game, honestly. Yeah, you can recover from pretty much the blast zone. It's crazy. It also has hitboxes on the left and right, but only there, so you're still susceptible to getting spiked and stuff. It's not perfect, obviously. It's also a decent out of shield option, but not in comparison to what he already has. It's frame 12, or it's frame 13, which makes it 1 frame slower than up smash out of shield. And you get much less of a reward off of this. Yeah, if you angle it this way, you get like that last finishing hit. Either way, it's not good, and I think you're punishable on hit for doing that. Especially at low percent, they could just land and punish you for it. Not good in that regard. But if you really are panicking, I guess you could do it out of shield. But otherwise, it's just a good recovery. That's about it. Alright, so I'm just going to close this off with saying how I would want to play Piranha Plant in neutral, and then at advantage, and so on and so forth. So, at 0, you kind of just want to dash dance, do your thing, throw out a couple balls, charge this up when you can. This is also jump cancelable, by the way, because it's a charging move. Good to know. Yeah, wait for an opening. You could run up dash, run up D tilt, get a little combo. If you see a big opening, you could do this, get whatever punish you need, get some percent. Honestly, it would be really good if they DI'd in your down throw, because in general in this game, if someone's above you, it's the worst place they could be, besides off stage, obviously. But anyway, yeah, and when they're trying to land, you go for some up airs, or an up smash, anything like that, to try to catch their landing or shark. If you actually get them off stage, you can do what I said before, charge up the ball to condition them not to go high, throw it off to try to get them. Side B also hits below the ledge for a lot of characters, and you'll get like 20 to 30% if optimally, which will kind of force them to do an option. If you side B as they're getting up, it will kind of force an option as well, whether it be a jump, a roll, or an attack, because no one wants to sit there and take 50 damage, honestly. So it's good in that regard. If you get them off stage and you want to be more aggressive about it, Piranha Plant certainly can. Nair is a completely active hitbox that sends completely away, and not to mention the drag down, and you have a recovery to do whatever you want with the character off stage. So Nair is definitely good off stage. Very low commitment. Yeah, and if you get them to super high percent, obviously you have up throw to kill. And obviously you want to space some forward airs in your neutral. I think I'm just going to close this video out with my thoughts on the character. Personally, I think he's not very good. I think he could be mid-tier at the very best as the character progresses. But as it stands now, he has a very linear game plan. I think he excels at off-stage things and setups in that regard. But otherwise, everything you want to do is punishable or a very big commitment, except for like down tilt and stuff. Underwhelming combo game, that's guaranteed at least. No real mix-ups, and the character really struggles when he's behind. He has no way to get in. And his get off me's are almost non-existent, unless you count up B out of shield or nair out of shield. But those are just my thoughts. Once again, this is just an early impression and analysis video. I've never done something like this before, so I'll take any feedback and criticism or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I put a lot of time into this one, so make sure to subscribe if you enjoy. Have a nice day.